years ago, my good friend talked me into volunteering at a place called Aaron Staff. This is a place where once a month, parents who have at least one child with a disability will be able to drop off all their kids for 4 hours. From there, volunteers will play with the kids, feed them dinner and snacks. While I was hesitant because I was scared I wouldn't be helpful, I decided to take a leap and volunteer. As I walked through the doors of a church on a Saturday afternoon, I could already feel my heart racing out of fear. I was wondering, am I cut out for this? Would I be able to help these kids? Am I enough? Why would my friend invite me here? And just as my doubt was taking over, I saw my friend, and she instantly made me feel more confident. I followed her through the halls and all the way up to a girl I would come to care for deeply, Louisa. Louisa, also known as Lou, is a 7-year-old girl who's awesome. She's goofy, she's funny, and she never stops smiling, a smile that lights up the whole room. And every time I see her, she fills me with happiness. Lou has cerebral palsy, and it affects her legs and movement. She has to use a wheelchair or a stroller to get around, and the disorder can also affect her speech. But none of this affects her joyous personality and infectious smile. From day one, I've been inspired by her optimistic attitude and adventurous spirit. Ever since this experience, I've been going back to Aaron Staff every month. After each day of volunteering, I come home counting down the days until I get to go back. It's such an amazing feeling when I'm helping the kids. It's like nothing else there matters but them having fun. Aaron Staff was really eye-opening, and it allowed me to forget about myself. For the days following Aaron Staff, I felt light and overcome with happiness. It allowed me to appreciate the abilities that I had and encouraged me to help others as I went on with my week. What makes this experience so special is the impact that these kids have had on my life. For while they have every reason to have a negative outlook on life due to an unfair disability, they're full of life and happiness. And that positivity inspires me every time. Lou taught me how to love and be loved. She taught me how to laugh and make every moment count. Like the time she fell out of her chair and just laughed it off. She taught me how to be brave and conquer obstacles. Obstacles that people with cerebral palsy often struggle with, such as dancing, to climbing on the playground, to using the restroom, and even tying her own shoes. But most importantly, Lou taught me joy. When I first started volunteering, I was so narrow-minded to think that I was the one who was helping them. They helped me the most. They showed me that when I let go of all my stress and give my time to helping others, I can have a greater outcome. Volunteering and helping out these kids brought me true joy. Whether it's Aaron Staff, a soup kitchen, sending people a meal, being a peer counselor, or even helping your parents unload the groceries. It doesn't matter how you serve. If you're willing to be present and support others with your talents, treat the people you serve with dignity, you will be overwhelmed with the feeling of joy. It's an interesting paradox that in order to gain joy, we must give ourselves away. We're convinced it's the other way around. We think the more that we have, the more joy we will have. But joy doesn't come from getting things. It comes from giving yourself away to others. This is what I learned from interacting with Lou. I went into Aaron Staff feeling like if I didn't have anything to offer these children. I didn't have the knowledge on how to help. I never cared for children with disabilities before. I didn't even know many people that had disabilities. But my relationship with Lou taught me that I don't have to be an expert. I don't have to know more. All I have to do is bring what I have and give it away. Acts 20:35 states it's more blessed to give than to receive. This means it's more blessed to give your time away to others by helping people rather than withholding our time and talents from a world around us. While working with Lou, I was able to let go of my selfish nature and focus on helping others. It allowed me to feel a sense of true joy. In the end, when you give your time into helping others, you can have a greater outcome. How much better and more joyful could our world be if we all volunteered a little more of our time and helped each other out? Thank you.